Having affiliates can be a great way to get your digital product or online course out to a wider audience. But it can also create more liability for your business if you don't set up your affiliate program properly. In this video, we'll be talking about the core pieces that you should include in your affiliate agreement. Hey, I'm Amy Nessheim, lawyer for creative entrepreneurs and founder of Artful Contracts. By the end of this video, you'll know the 4 key pieces that you need to include in your affiliate agreement. Before we get started, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you'll be notified the next time I release a video, and you can stay on the right side of the law in your online business. So in your affiliate agreement, there are 4 key aspects that I think are really important to include. So the first one is pretty obvious, probably. It is going to be your commission and payout structure. So that includes the obvious, which is how much is your commission rate, but it also includes things like whether that commission is calculated before or after payment processing fees. Is it on the gross or the net of the product amount? It should also include your schedule for payouts. So if you have a refund policy that allows 30 days for your customer to request a refund, you don't want to be paying out your affiliates before that time is up and then be out of pocket for that commission or have to ask for it back. So you want to include if there is a delay in your payouts to your affiliates. And then also you want to include how you're going to pay them, whether it's PayPal or a check in the mail or however you want to do it. You want to include that in your agreement as well in your commissions and payouts section. The second piece that you should include is a license for any promotional materials that you provide to your affiliates. So in some affiliate programs, you might create a promotional pack for your affiliates that includes swipe copy or Instagram graphics or any type of promotional materials that you've created for your product to help your affiliates better promote it. Because you created those things, you own it. It is your intellectual property, but they need the right to use it. So your affiliate agreement is a great place to grant them the authority to use that. Now you want to make sure that this is a non-exclusive, revocable license. So what does that mean? A non-exclusive license means that the person you're granting the license to is not the only person who is allowed to use that item. So you can have the same promotional pack for all your affiliates and they all will receive a license to use it, and none of them will have the exclusive right to use those items. And revocable means that you can take it back. So if you decide to change your promotional plan or you do some rebranding, you can take back the right to use those items anytime you want. So if you have a promotional pack for your affiliates, go ahead and let me know in the comments what types of promotional materials you include for them. And if you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and hit the like button, and we'll move on to number 3 in our list of 4 pieces you need in your affiliate agreement. So this next section is a little bit similar to the last one, but we're going to be talking about intellectual property ownership. So intellectual property is basically the content that you create and the intangible aspects of your business that you own. And it's important for you to have an intellectual property ownership section in your affiliate agreement to make it really clear what you own and what your affiliate owns and anything that you own together. So there are basically going to be 3 sections of this intellectual property ownership section. And that's going to be 1, the content that you create for your affiliates. You want to make sure that it's very clear that you're not giving them ownership of any of your intellectual property, even though they're allowed to use it. So that includes things like your trademarks, which can be your logo and your course name or your product name, something like that, that they have the permission to use those things, but ownership does not transfer over to them. And it also includes what we talked about before, like the promotional pack and any graphics that you give them or promotional materials, that you still own all of it, which is why you granted them a license so that they could use it. The second aspect of this intellectual property section is going to be the content that your affiliates create when promoting your products. So it's about your stuff, but it's not created by you, it's created by your affiliate. So they might write emails or create social media graphics promoting your products. So they're going to be using some of your intellectual property, like the name of your product, within their promotions, but it's going to be stuff that's designed by them. So you want to make it clear that anything that your affiliate creates when promoting your product is going to be owned by your affiliate. You don't get ownership rights just because they're talking about your product or promoting your product. And finally, the third piece in this intellectual property ownership section is going to be content that you create together. So if you collaborate on creating any graphics or other promotional materials, or for example, if you do a joint venture webinar where you promote your product and you work on it together, you want to make it clear that you both have ownership rights to the promotional materials or webinar slides or whatever it is that you create together. And you both have the right to use those in your various promotions. The next section of your affiliate agreement, that is actually one of the most important, is talking about advertising compliance. So as I'm sure you might have heard, the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, has rules for when an affiliate promotes a product. And the basic rule is that there has to be truth in advertising. It can't be misleading or deceptive. And so that means that your affiliate has an obligation to disclose that they're going to get a commission from you when someone purchases through their link. And I have a whole other video on this that you can check out. If you're curious about disclosure requirements and all of that, you can learn more there. But for this section of your affiliate agreement, you want to make it very clear that the obligation remains on the affiliate to make the appropriate disclosures. Under the law, if your affiliates don't disclose, you can also be responsible for that deceptive advertising. So you could be fined upwards of $11,000 or $14,000, and you really want to avoid that, right? So you want to make sure that it's very clear in your agreement that you expect your affiliates to comply with all of the legal requirements for truth in advertising and making it very clear that there's an affiliate relationship, and that if they don't do that, they're in breach of their contract with you. That allows you to pass the obligation on to them and also to break your relationship if you find out that they are advertising inappropriately. And finally, the last section of your affiliate agreement that I wanted to talk about today is a non-disparagement clause. A non-disparagement clause is basically a section that says that the affiliate can't say anything negative, untrue, or bad about your brand or your company or your product. And that goes against their affiliate relationship in general, because they're not going to sell any products if they're bashing you. But you want to have it in your contract just in case they say something that is untrue about your brand, or they're advertising in a way that is inauthentic or inappropriate to you. You have a way of severing that relationship with them if you need to. Or if for whatever reason the relationship goes south and they start bad-mouthing you online, you want to be able to fight back against that. So there you have it. That is the 5 key sections that I recommend you include in your affiliate agreement. And that was a section on your commissions and payout structure, a license for your affiliate to use your promotional materials, a section on intellectual property ownership, both yours, theirs, and any that you own together, a section on advertising compliance, and also a non-disparagement clause. So if you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you'll get notified the next time I release a video on running your creative business illegally. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.